Hey, this is Mrs. Schaefer, and I wanted to show you how to do the lab graphs in Word by inserting shapes. So I'm going to make up data. So here's a graph, and I'm going to make up some data to help me show you how to do this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to click up on Insert, and I'm going to pick a shape. I can pick any shape I want to do. I usually do the circles because it's a little bit easier for me. And then I'm going to figure out where I want to put some information. So I want to put a dot at 0.0 for my object. You see, it can be pretty small. It does need to be pretty small. And when I click on that dot, it allows me to move it some. So this is why I'm going to need a key, because I need to know what it is that the blue dot represents. So in this case, I'm going to say my key is going to be the golf ball equals, and then I'll insert another circle right there. And then I can go in and let's do plastic ball. And then I can either do a different shape for another object, or I can change the color. I'm going to show you how to change the color. So you're just going to click on it and see up here it says shape fill, shape outline, and I can do shape fill orange. And now I have the plastic ball orange with an outline of blue. And if I want to change the shape outline to orange, I can do that too. So there I go. I can also, let's create another one. Let's say I have a steel ball. I can also do a different shape. Insert, shape, and then let's do the star. Okay. And that would be how you insert items in Word. So I'm going to place another couple of data points on here. Again, I'm making up the data. I would not use this data because, like I said, it's made up. Just doing it for practice to show you how to do that. So there's my data point. Another way I can do this is click on the object and I can hit copy and then paste. And sometimes that works for you too. And that way it's already sized. And then I can move this point to say, let's see. Sometimes I have to mess with this too, like doing tight wrapping or even through wrapping to help me, and then pick position on page, that helps. So now when I move it, I can now put it on the screen, and let's say at 100, let's pick this number. So now I have a couple data points. And then if I wanted to get the orange ball, the way exact color and shade, I can try to do copy. Sometimes copy works really well for you, sometimes it doesn't. It takes practice. And like I said, you will have to change the layout option sometimes so that it is going through the text. And then I also change fixed position. And then I can list out where I want something to go. So maybe, let's see, this sounds pretty good. So now I'm just placing the data points on there the way I would like them to appear. If I need to insert a trend line, which is the average of the different points, what I would do is go in and pick shapes and then this line. And so now it gives me the hairlines, the plus, and I'm going to pick a spot. I'm going to do the blue because I have 3 points, so I can do a trend line with that. The orange I can't because I don't know what the dots will be, what the data points will be. So a trend line is the average. What it means is you're going to go through some points, below some points, and above some points. You're just kind of averaging out the best you can. You can then use the trend line to make predictions. And so in this case, I'm going to place my trend line right there. And I can go in and change the color the same way I did before with shape outline. And I can also go in and change the thickness. So maybe I want it to show up a little bit darker. And now I can make a prediction. I can now predict to you whether I have a data point or not, what could happen at a drop height of 60. All I would do was go to 60 and then run my finger up on the graph until it crossed the line. And I'd say that's my prediction for the golf ball. So you can do that for every ball, you can do that for one, you can do that for any type of graph. Sometimes in Excel, this is called the best fit line. It's just taking the average so we can make predictions. Be sure to go in and save your document. After you have done this work, you definitely want to save it several times, maybe, because I know there's nothing more frustrating than having your work lost. For some, people like to take this chart and they'll copy it and then they'll put it in Paint. Let's see if I can get my Paint to show up. So I can go through my Explorer, and there is its own video on that, and open up in Paint. And insert much the same like Word, but some people do like Paint better. Hold on, it's loading. And then I can open or put a new one in there and new, and maybe do a paste. And there's my graph. And then in this case, I would be inserting other data points just the way before, and then I'll save that and insert it back into Word. So that I've actually shared with you in this 2 ways to complete the graph. There are other ways to do that. You can use Excel. You can also insert a graph or a table in here, but there's a different video for that. So you want to insert a chart in this case, but there's a different video that you want to use. Check the helps for that. I hope that helps. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.